Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Disney Night, Clapperboard, get ready for another spooky fun adventure. And hey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a single scare. In the heart of a forgotten town stood an old clock tower. Tall, cold, and shrouded in mist, it loomed like a giant keeping secrets. Its bells had not rung in decades, its hands frozen in place. People passed it quickly, never daring to look too long. Children said it was cursed. Elders warned that those who entered returned, changed. But for Arhan, a restless dreamer who felt trapped in an ordinary life, the tower was not just stone and gears, it was a question begging for an answer. Why had it survived when everything else in the town crumbled? Why did its gears still creak faintly in the dead of night? One stormy evening, lightning carved the sky, and rain poured down like a curtain of glass. That's when Arhan saw it, the iron door of the tower, slightly open, as if waiting. Against every warning, against every instinct, he stepped inside. The air was heavy with dust and the smell of rusted metal. The spiral staircase groaned beneath his weight as he climbed. But as he ascended, he noticed something strange. Though the outer clock hands were frozen, the inner gears moved smoothly, silently, almost alive. At the top, he found it. A golden clock, glowing faintly as if it held its own heartbeat. Its hands shimmered, and beneath it were words carved into the stone pedestal. "Turn wisely, for time obeys your will." His fingers trembled as he reached out. The instant his skin touched the clock, the world outside stopped. The rain froze mid-air, each droplet glittering like glass. The thunder hung in silence, a jagged crack of light frozen in the clouds. The town stood in eerie stillness. Not a bird, not a voice, not a breath moved. Time itself had paused. Heart racing, Arhan turned the golden hand forward. Suddenly, visions poured into his mind, bright flashes of the future. His own wedding, a smiling wife, children running, inventions being born, wars breaking out, and finally, his own deathbed. Then, in panic, he turned the hand backward. The visions reversed, people alive again, arguments undone, pain erased. He staggered back, breathless. He understood now. This wasn't a clock, it was the spine of time itself. And he, by chance, had found its heart. At first, he used it sparingly. He saved his friend from a tragic accident. He rewound a day where he had spoken cruelly and replaced it with kindness. He even stopped a thief in town. People called him lucky, blessed. But only Arhan knew the truth, he wasn't lucky. He was rewriting reality. The temptation is a dangerous thing. Small changes became bigger. He erased failures, created success, avoided every pain. He used the clock to shape a perfect life. Each time he turned the golden hands, he gained more, and more, and more. Yet the more he changed, the stranger the world became. Smiles began to look hollow, voices echoed unnaturally, eyes lost their depth. His friends felt like shadows, repeating lines in a play. And when he looked in the mirror, sometimes his own reflection didn't move with him. The golden glow of the clock began to fade into black. The gears groaned like a beast in pain. The tower shuddered as if warning him, enough. But Arhan didn't. Was addictive. Then came the night of reckoning. The moment he touched the clock again, the bell above roared for the first time in decades. It struck midnight, boom, boom, 12 deafening chimes that shook the earth. The golden clock cracked down the middle, and a voice deeper than thunder echoed from the gears. Time is not yours to command. Every change carries a cost. You wished to rewrite fate, and now fate will erase you. Terrified, Arhan spun the hands wildly, desperate to undo his greed. But the more he turned, the more the world collapsed. It crumbled into ash, people flickered out like dying candles. The entire town unraveled thread by thread, until only the tower remained, suspended in an endless void. And Arhan was trapped inside. Still he turns the golden hands, again and again, desperate to bring it all back. But the future is gone, and the past is nothing but dust. They say if you pass near that ruined town at midnight, you can hear the faint ticking of gears where no clocks remain. Some even claim to see a light in the tower's window, and a shadow pacing endlessly inside.